And welcome back, and we're about to venture off into our third and final segment for the morning. Just like that, time is just flying by. We're having fun. We've got a representative in with us from NICH. As a matter of fact, NICH and the 2019 National Celebrations theme and the National Song Competitions. So there are two. And the team submission deadline is going to be Friday, June 21st. That's in about 2 or 3 weeks' time.
Yes, that's for the theme.
As a matter of fact, in with us to tell us about it, Neil Hall is here. He's the Communication and Marketing Officer at NICH, and Chris Bradshaw, Production Manager, National Song Competition. Guys, good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome.
Man, always a pleasure, Marlene. Good morning. Always a pleasure.
Good morning, yeah. All right.
From trying to rub things off on people, let's jump on into let's jump on it into the national celebrations. We know that, like for me being back in primary school, when we hear the Abel's March and we hear all these things, we know that it's close, you know. So it brought, it brought for us that fun-filled feeling, you know. But the national celebrations theme and the national song competition, jump on into it. What do we have to do?
All right, so I know everybody's like, but we don't know. We just begin June. We're late. No,
it's 2 months.
2 months. That will
Carnival
fly.
done launch. You're late.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That will fly past like this. So what we want to do is remind people that we have several different things that lead up into the celebration.
Yeah.
September celebrations is not only about the month of September.
Yeah,
there are lots of events that happen before and even some that happen after.
Yeah.
So two of the things that happen before are the national theme for the September celebrations. And this is extremely important because it kind of sets the tone and the pace of what we are saying and the message that we sing for the entire month of September and even leading up to for a few more days.
Yeah.
So we have opened the contest, the competition, and we're looking for Belizeans anywhere in the world to submit their theme. As always, you have 10 words. And we want you within those 10 words to convey Belize 2019, to convey all the hype, to convey all the energy, to convey all the current events, to convey just a little bit of history, to convey a hope for the future.
Does it have to be 10 words? Can it be less?
Of course it can
Yeah.
be. If you could do
I
that
think 10 is still long.
All right.
Yeah. I want like a slogan that just goes out quickly.
Just do it's already been taken.
Yeah, well.
Belize passion for patriotism.
Bam! Hurry, write it down and send it to you.
Somebody's going to send that in. You have no copyright over that. You just put it on there.
Hurry, write that down and send it to you. You could say that you say it first and try to timestamp it. But you know what?
I love it.
That's how it starts because you take those 3 words and you'll see, well, of the hundreds of entries that we do get, you'll see that someone has taken those 3 words and added a few more and made it more powerful. So putting another P in that patriotic spirit.
You know, and just to say, as you spoke, the reason why that came to me was because of the whole ICJ situation and how passionate Belizeans were, whether it was for a no or whether for a yes. But the thing is, it was still passion for patriotism because it was all about our country.
Exactly.
And that's the reason why I came up with that.
You know what? Like I said,
okay, but no, you see, that's not how it works. You don't tell him. You have to write it down and explain it and then send it in. You don't do it on TV.
Please send it in either by mail or by email. SeptemberCelebrations@gmail.com.
SeptemberCelebrations@gmail.com.
We gotta equal the playing field here, right?
Yes,
you know,
please.
you don't want John to have the advantage.
So exactly.
So let's talk about what you're looking for in your theme. What makes a winning theme entry?
That's difficult. Because the themes, if you look at, well, unfortunately I didn't bring a list of the themes from the previous years, but the themes from previous years have stemmed from current events to the conveying of strictly emotion to a passion about, like you said, a passion about the month of September and the September celebrations. They almost always coincide in some way with the fact that it has to do with independence. Or the Battle of St. George's Key. I think it's the 38th anniversary of our independence and the 221st anniversary of the Battle of St. George's Key.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I've been doing my
So
research. You notice Marlene face just now, Marlene
My
again?
man's like, math? No, I'll trust it.
Yes.
relevant.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, so these are the things that we want you to bring across because it's not just about September in Belize is not only about Carnival.
Yeah.
No,
It's about our journey as the country of Belize, our journey as the people of Belize, our progress And I don't want to get too deep into that because I know I inspire nobody and end up then to take my words from this and go, ooh, ooh.
So you don't apply anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right? but I mean, and I think you're right. I think sometimes people misinterpret all the celebration in September as celebrating September, but it really just is about taking 1 month to celebrate everything we love about our country year round. From our jaguars to our Mayan sites, the reef, whatever it is.
For people.
And most importantly, our people. But, you know, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, you said you get hundreds of entries.
Yes.
Is it just all about being able to hear something and just feeling immediately connected to it? Is that part of how you make that decision?
I would want to say yes, but I need to be very clear about something. You said just now, is that how you make a decision? And it's not me. What happens is this has to resonate with a team. You have people that represent the Mayor's Association, people that represent the September, the National Celebrations Committee, people that represent the St. George's Key Committee, people that represent I think there are like other committees. I'm sorry, I blanked out for a second there. I made a point of remember 38th anniversary of independence and 221st.
Took a while to brain power.
Yes, that knocked 45% out. So yeah, so it's
but
not.
What you're saying is it's not just an individual
Yeah,
decision.
it resonates between various different people from various different backgrounds, and for your 10 words or less to go ooh, to get that or that ooh.
Yeah.
You know that. You know,
Or
that's
just when you
for.
hear something and you get like cold seed because it just connects with you, and you know that more with music. Sometimes you hear a lyric and it's just like touch me to my core.
And the thing about it is we oftentimes would end up with 50, no kidding, 50 of the themes that we then start hearing people talking about. The elimination process was difficult because this one was a lot like this one, but this one had that just that one word that gave it that and but this over here, and then so it's a lot of narrowing down. So we
And
look
a lot
forward
of
to
grunts, obviously.
lots of no, it actually becomes very emotional.
Oh, I know.
You have people that when you make the decision to, all right, not this one, they're like, why?
Yes.
Not that one?
Evokes passion.
You can still grunt. I didn't mean that. I was just like,
It's part of
it's
the
fine.
vocabulary.
It's part of the emotions that we feel. There are no words.
Roland Garros is on. It's tennis. My mom loves tennis, so I've been watching, and everybody's like,
Oh, you've been listening to
and it's kind of infectious.
Okay. No, but you know, and it's a realistic feeling that we all have.
Yep.
And you know, I use that example to say that sometimes we do have that with music. And I'm imagining that when it comes to the song competition and the lyrics for those songs itself, it has to have that same emotion.
Right, it has to evoke certain passions in you. And just a while ago, we were talking about relevance. And it's the same thing with the song competition to the words. You know, people, I think before it was called a patriotic song competition, and I kind of limited it a little bit. But it's open to just being relevant to national issues, like you were saying, the broad scope of, you know, what you're talking about, just nation. You know, I've always, just on a side, I've always wondered why I don't see more music from the Maya community coming in, as entrance. You know, people always think that it has to be broke down. It has to be one.
or
soca.
But we have other elements, or people are more varied. Why, you know, we have a wide variety of people in Belize. Why not hear some music from other areas too? And that's one of the things I've always thought about. But
even like the sounds that are produced to the music. I remember one year Alex won with the steel pan solo along with and that's a Caribbean sound that we
this last time he also included some samba drums and some other stuff.
We have a fantastic marimba group. We can call them out now, get some vocalists to work with them.
Hijos del Oeste. In Viejo del Carmen. But, you know, I
Do you just
actually
make up their name? Is it correct?
No,
it's
correct.
I think that's
Oeste, yes, right.
from the West.
I heard wrong.
I think one of the things that needs to happen, especially here, I think we need to get more people on board and then have a cultural, patriotic song competition. And so we have a compilation of music. And who knows? we've got a lot of Belizeans who want to take back these songs home where they go and then showcase it to their friends. So if we've got a disc with all
Better than
these,
Better than
this
that.
is where we get the ideas.
Better than that.
This is the platform for it.
Yo.
Uh-huh.
So we have to send a huge shout out to Mr. Nigel Freeman, aka the Dude.
I haven't seen the dude in a while, but anyways.
The Dude is actually, he has been our webmaster for, I think, from the beginning of the National Song Competition.
He's good. Yes.
And he is currently, if he hasn't, I think he's still in progress, but he is revamping the mynationalsong.bz website. Right. And it went from something very static to something that right now looks very 2020.
Wow.
You mentioned the ability to take the music with you. I think he's managing to do better than that, where last year we recorded with very good quality thanks to TNC. And there are actually video clips going to be on the website now, so you can take more than just the audio, you can take the experience with
The
you.
video of the performance.
Yes. On there are the songs from every single year from 2011 up until 2019. I'm not sure if he's done 2011. He did 2011 first, just to set the page properly. I'm not sure because he started from 2018 going down.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's met 2012 as yet, but it's in progress. If you have the chance, look it up. mynationalsong.bz. Listen, hear, and in some cases see the songs that were performed at the previous year's National Song Competition.
Does the theme get selected before the song competition? Because I think we've always seen where there's like a short time span between.
There is a very short time span between the
selection
announcement of the theme
and
the opening of the competition. So I heard someone say actually just yesterday that, look, we hesitant for writing a song now because if the theme come out and it's very different from what we wrote, will it fit? And it's not a September celebrations theme song competition. No. It's a national, it's a Belize song competition. So it doesn't need to say like last year, Coconut Boy had the 8867, and that was great that he could fit it in.
Yes.
But I don't think it needed to be in there.
Yeah.
Because of the time span. Because I believe that we're asking for people to submit their songs even before, before the theme comes out.
Oh.
So it's not about making sure your song
So
reflects
don't wait
the
for the
theme.
theme.
No.
Go get
And you
inspired now.
you don't have to include the theme word for word in your song. You know,
Good.
you don't have to force it. I've seen it
You're
happen
clearing it up.
before. And
Yes.
The whole chorus becomes a theme over and over.
Yeah.
Not only that, but they force the lyrics, the theme as lyrics into the song, and then it detracts from the.
And it pigeonholes
So
the
what
song
makes
as well.
a good national song?
A good national song, well, we said relevance. It
Yeah.
has to talk about national issues, whether present or past. It must be uplifting. It must be a song that is uplifting. Positive influences, things like that. Of course, no explicit lyrics will be allowed.
not.
Yes.
When you say
Does it
uplifting,
have to be catchy? Can it be slow?
It can be slow, and it can be slow and catchy. All right,
it can be slow, uplifting, and catchy.
Yeah, that's
there we
true.
go.
But the thing about it is sometimes people shy away from the slower pieces of music because they feel like it will be more difficult for them to produce something catchy when it's slow. But it just depends on how intense you are in your lyrics, how intense you are in your performance, your actual performance of the music.
Because I just think sometimes, I'm not maybe because everybody feels that it has to be hype. And get a crowd going. That's kind of the direction that we've gone for a while.
The carnival element of it
Yes.
needs to have that characteristic. It goes without saying. If it's going to be a carnival song, it needs to have hype.
So let's
But
talk
not the song
categories.
competition.
Yeah.
But you mentioned it earlier, the song with Alex Evans and Denise Castillo, that was not
That's why I
exactly
liked it.
hype. It was almost a groove. It was a groovy piece.
Yeah.
Let's call it a
Yeah.
groovy piece.
It was indeed.
It was a groovy piece.
And sometimes it just triggers like a reflective mood.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what slower music can do sometimes.
Right.
But let's talk about the categories before you confuse everybody. So there's the National Song Competition,
Yes.
adult and junior.
Yes. Seniors are 18 and older. Juniors are 17 and younger.
Okay.
Okay.
And then there is the Carnival Song.
Actually, the National Song Competition is the Carnival song and the Belize song.
Right.
And then those are also separated into
Senior and
senior, junior, senior, junior.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So there are 4 different competitions.
One competition. Well, yes.
I mean 4 different
categories.
Categories.
One
Thank you.
competition,
Yeah.
4 categories, right?
And what's the length of time? What's the criteria that people need to know right now?
5.
Ooh.
You have a 5-minute limit on the performance itself.
Okay.
So, you know, and you try to stay within that 5 minutes. It can be less than 5, but shouldn't exceed 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they ask for.
Have you been surprised by the caliber of music that's been coming out over the years?
Sometimes, yes, some there are some.
Chris, we know
Wow.
we don't mince words. That's why we look forward to
Yeah,
KTVU.
sometimes there are
Yeah.
some items that come in that just blow you like you were saying, goosebumps,
Yeah.
you know, with
Yeah.
like cold seed. Yes.
And there's somewhere.
Yeah,
Have
Yeah,
we gotten
in
any?
general.
Have we gotten any entries from Belizeans in diaspora?
For this year, not that I'm aware of.
In the past, yes.
past, we did.
Yeah, I think
again,
Byrne was living wasn't living in Belize when he entered. Actually, I think he was living in Mexico at the time.
Yeah.
When he, yes, I
So
think
they
so. He was the
can.
same,
I mean, if
yeah.
you're
Oh,
Belizean
yes.
living,
Yes, of course.
living beyond the borders, you can be able to participate.
Okay.
And there's an online competition usually integrated.
Yes.
Right.
So
Thank you.
we have the Belize song and the Carnival song.
Yeah.
We have the senior and junior in each category. But we also have 2 separate prizes, and they are for the breakout artist, who is the artist that comes on stage and just out of nowhere goes,
Like
wow.
you didn't know them before.
Yeah, like who you?
Yeah, who
like
you?
where you
Yes,
come from?
yes.
Right.
So that's something to look forward to in the competition, and that's for both the Belize song and the
Carnival. Right.
as well as the People's Choice. Now, when people send in their songs, it starts going up on the mynationalsong.bz website.
Yeah.
Please be advised, if you send your song in first, yeah, get up the first. So
Yes.
they don't have nobody else to send in like, so you could actually start to get your votes from them.
Yeah.
But the person who gets the most votes online also wins I believe it's $500 prize. So it's well worth getting your song up there and making sure it's properly produced and it sounds good for you to start racking up those points as well.
Yeah.
Then you have the live performances.
Right.
Where is that going to be this year?
Oh,
Corozal.
Corozal, are you ready? We have a teaser. It's online. It's on our YouTube page as well. But it shows the performers from last year, some of the winners, some of the general performers. It shows the lotto pick where the president of NICH, Ms. Budrani, selected the winner. What is happening is the National Song Competition, as well as the opening of the September celebrations, has now started to tour the country.
Yeah.
And it used to be held in Belize City.
Solely in Belize. Right?
Solely.
Yeah.
And it just made sense that this is a national competition. Let's make it a national competition. So from Belize City, we first did Dangriga in 2017. Then we did Santa Elena in 2018. And at the Santa Elena event, Ms. Budrani was given 5 other envelopes with the other municipalities.
Yes, I remember. I was watching.
And she selected one, opened it up, and it was Corozal. So we are moving to Corozal this year, and we're excited because we're going to go up north, and we might get a bit more of that Mayan influence in the music that comes out of Corozal, because there's something about when you're coming to someone else's town that they tend to say, you know what? All right. That this year.
Yes.
That this year.
So when's the competition? Sorry.
Competition is the 10th of August.
10th of August
Yes.
in Corozal Town.
In Corozal Town.
All right. And when's the deadline for submission of those songs?
The
12th.
12th of this month.
12th of June.
Yes.
Of
Because
July or June?
of June.
June. Okay.
Yes.
That's like 6-7 days from now. 7 days. Today's the
Roughly. Yes.
Oh. And how do you get in that music?
Oh, online as well. So we don't expect you to walk to or catch a bus or drive to Belize City.
Bring your
Or
CD.
fly and bring your CD. You can do it online. You can also submit it at the various houses of culture in the different districts. We do have houses of culture in Corozal, Orange Walk, Benque, San Ignacio, and Dangriga. The one here in Belize City is not functional as they're doing renovations. So you can take it either to Bliss or probably the Museum of Belize, depending on which one you're closer to. But Bliss is usually more centralized and better known.
Yeah.
And if you're in our southernmost district, we apologize, we don't have one as yet. So use the online method, and if you're in San Pedro, Key Corker, please take it into the San Pedro House of Culture. But online, mynationalsong.bz, submit your entry, boom.
mynationalsong.bz.
And the deadline for the theme submission?
The deadline for the theme is, I believe, the 21st.
Okay, Friday, June 21st.
Yes.
And that's also submitted online?
Yes.
All right. 10 words maximum.
Emailed, that one's emailed in. That's not
Yeah.
submitted online, sorry.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, 10 words maximum.
And
Make it powerful
yeah,
and passionate.
give it a cold seed. That's all we want.
Right,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Nicely said, beautiful seed. Make it work.
That should be a judging criteria.
Yes.
I would definitely agree because there's nothing better than that feeling, right? Yeah.
0 to 9, 1 to 10. Here's was a 3.
And what I've always loved about the theme competition is just it's a wide range of people that submit, from young people, older people, all different professions.
I can only remember the one from last year, Miss Fernanda Tun,
Yeah.
from, I think it was either Orange Walk or Corozal.
A tune song Orange Walkish. Yeah.
But I mean, the people that submit, it's interesting because you get to see people from various different walks of life.
Yep.
You have poets that submit, you have a songwriter that submits, you have journalists that submit.
Okay.
Really?
Hey, $1,000 is $1,000.
That's a lot of money. That's good.
Plus,
Aren't
you
you
get
sorry that you said your theme on air? Right? There you go. Don't be
Twist it, turk it,
hasty.
leave it.
twerk it, leave it. Twerk it, leave it. But yeah,
Oh, wow.
and you have to remember, it does add a little bit to the history of Belize when you get to say,
Yeah.
when you are standing underneath one of those banners, and you have either a parade behind you or you have something happening underneath that banner, and you take a photograph and you say, "I did that.
Yeah.
I was the creator of the slogan, the theme, the ambiance for the September celebrations of 2019."
And you get a special invitation to the
To the official events.
opening. Yes.
All right.
And again,
And
tell us about
there's
Yes.
a whole lot of incentive behind it. But I think, I can only imagine in selecting the theme. One thing we know for sure is that we all share a common love for the country.
Yeah, we
and
do.
it's just how we express it.
Exactly.
And we get to see that in the song competitions, and we get to see it in the theme competition as well. Right? So those deadlines, once again, Friday, June 21st, deadline for your theme competition.
Yes.
And June 12th is the deadline for the song competition,
competition.
submitting your song competition. And you can contact NICH to get all the additional details or find them on Facebook. They have all the information there anyway.
Yep.
Right? Thank you for coming in.
Hey, it's our pleasure.
Thank you,
for
thank
having
you.
us. Thank you
Alright.
so much for having
All
us.
right.
We're going to go ahead and take our final break now. And when we come back, we'll have our wrap up. So stay tuned.